Hi everyone, my name's Tim Wilson. Let me congratulate you on investing your time in this next 5 minutes worth of video. Now, I'm the creator of the Objection Crusher training series, and what I do is help people deal with the fear, the anxiety, all the frustration that comes from dealing with people while you're building your network marketing business. Primarily, we do this by teaching people a formula for crushing objections. But today, we're going to talk about how to be a no-brainer and make 7 figures. And I just loaded this session, this full session, into the Objection Crusher training series, but I just want to give you one point out of the session. So come right back. Okay, how do you become a no-brainer? Now, I don't mean becoming a no-brainer from the standpoint of intellect, so I'm not trying to insult anyone. I'm talking about becoming a no-brainer from the standpoint of engagement. Living in this land I call engagement. If I'm speaking to a group of people, most of the time I'll ask, how many of you feel as if you're kind of left brain dominant, or how many of you think you're left brain dominant? And I'll ask for a show of hands. Inevitably, if you understand right now what I'm talking about as far as left and right brain dominance, chances are you are a little bit more left brain dominant. Now, this is not really a psychological test. There's not any real clinical psychology or clinical studies that, as far as in the field of psychology, that will say this is complete science. What is science is how the two hemispheres operate, and I'll talk to you about that. Why this is important is because it not only helps you understand where people's objections come from, but more importantly, it helps you understand how to move forward. It helps you understand how to expand your comfort zone. So if I'm speaking to a group of people and I ask, how many of you feel like you're left brain dominant? I'll get a show of hands. Then I ask, how many of you feel like you're right brain dominant? Get another show of hands, group of people that will raise their hands. And the two differences primarily, if you're left brain dominant, you're really good at logical things. You're very good at thinking through things, strategies, and strategically putting things together and tearing things apart. And sometimes whenever we do talk to people and they object to what we're saying, a lot of times it's not that they're being negative, it's that they're using skill sets that they're good at because it makes them feel comfortable. It makes them feel confident to be able to tear something apart. So when someone gets into an analysis paralysis phase and they want to talk about the compensation plan and break it down before they do anything, they're doing something they feel confident in doing. They're doing something that is part of their comfort zone. So if you're left brain, you're kind of analytical, detailed oriented. That was me. I was over here. If you look at this as a scale, one side being 100, the other side being 100, and in the middle being 0. Man, I was way off the chart over here. I was super analytical, and I thought that was something that was good. However, what it did was it prevented me from moving forward. It prevented me from expanding my comfort zone. So it's critical that we know kind of where we are on this scale, and we learn that a lot of times our comfort zone is nothing but a fort. It's sort of a speed trap, if you will, to our forward progress. And we've got to learn how to live on the edge of that comfort zone. We do that. One of the great ways of doing that is identifying how to be a no-brainer and looking at the people that we can classify as no-brainers. Now, there's also a group of people that are right brain dominant. They're super creative. They're all about us and you and me and we, and it's nothing is singleized. They're all about let's feel the energy, and I never even use phrases like that unless I'm paying a power bill, and probably some of you are thinking the same way. A lot of times, a female, a lady will want to have a conversation, a deep emotional conversation. What does a guy do? He comes in, he goes, man, I just want to, logic, yes, no, sports channel. I mean, that's kind of what it's just one track mind. Now, this is the reason for that. See, we have two hemispheres. We've got a left and a right hemisphere. There's a complete separation between your brain. And there's a strand of nerves, about 200 to 300 million nerves, and I don't know anyone that's actually counted all of them, so that's really a guesstimate, that send information from the left or the right side to the left side and back and forth. Your right side operates like a parallel processor in a computer. It processes the here and the now, and that's it. It just processes what's going on in your life, what you're experiencing, what you're going through right now. It's all about your senses. You learn through movement, you learn through touch, you learn through smell and hearing, and that's how the right side of your brain operates and processes information. That's why it's all about people right now, being around a group of people and experiencing life with a group of people. The left side operates like a serial processor. It is all about a singleized event. And the way these two things work together is simply this. You go through an event, the left side of your brain looks at the scope. It looks at this entire event. It says, man, that's really pretty interesting. I'm going to take this piece of data out of it and I'm going to categorize that with this group of data in this filing cabinet that is associated to something that happened when you were 8 years old. I'm going to take this group of data and I'm going to put it over here in this. So it organizes and categorizes and puts all this information in order. But it does it one piece at a time. So when you're dealing with someone that, a lot of times maybe you've got an individual that you've been working with or they get into your network marketing business, and this is really good for any field. If you wanted to say, hey, I want to learn how to be a no-brainer and lose weight, this is good for you. You can expand your comfort zone because there's always things that we're hearing in our head. There's this personal narrative that we've got going on that helps shape our comfort zone. So if we wanted to lose weight, if we wanted to write a book, if we wanted to start a business, if we wanted to learn how to invest, get out of debt, whatever it is that we feel like is a passion that we really want to accomplish, we can apply some of this same information. So if you've got someone that is right brain dominant and you get them in your business and they're looking at the brochure or they say, you ask them, how are you doing? How's your business going? And this happens to me a lot. People will come up to me and say, look at this brochure, and doesn't it look good? I combined all 12 of the brochures the company has, all the products on one piece of information, and I put everything together, and I'll ask, how is that going for you? How's it working? Oh gosh, I don't know yet. I haven't handed any of them out. I've just been working on this, and I'm getting ready to organize everything and getting ready to start to go. So they're kind of this right brain individual, and they're very creative again. But what we do and what they have done is they have used their comfort zone as sort of their entrapment. If you look at the word comfort, you've got comfort, second syllable, fort, F-O-R-T. What do the walls of a fort do? It prevents things on the outside from coming in to get us, and it prevents us from going past the point of the wall. We can't go to the outside. We can't experience things that are on the outside. So when we talk to someone specifically about the network marketing business, what we do is sometimes we push them, even ourselves, we push them to the edge of their comfort zone, and they feel the pressure of this wall that up against them, and they're going, wow, this is not good. I don't like this. I don't like what I may have to do. I don't like the fact I may have to talk to people. I don't like the fact I may have to talk to my friends, my family. I don't like the fact that I may have to learn new skill sets. I don't like whatever it is. They get up to this edge of this wall of something they've never done before. They feel the pressure, and so what do? They run back into the center of their comfort zone. And then they're comfortable. They go, well, let me analyze that data because they're left brain. Or they go, what I'm going to do? I'm going to redesign the website. I think that would be a good place for me to start because I'm good at doing those kind of things. Now, just because you're good at doing something doesn't mean that that's all you should do. As a matter of fact, you should challenge yourself to live on the edge of your comfort zone. Don't be comfortable. There's a difference between being comfortable and kind of expanding your comfort zone. There's a difference between, you don't want to see your comfort zone is kind of a little bit of an entrapment, if you will, as well. So it's not a place that you should be, you should not always work to be stress-free, because if you think about it, stress is not such a bad thing. Stress is not going to kill you. The old expression is something like, what's the saying? And if you're going through something and it hasn't killed you yet, then don't worry about it. You're doing just fine. You know, if what you're going through doesn't kill you, it will make you stronger. And so if you're not dead, congratulations, you're going to be fine. Just keep moving forward. So stress is not a bad thing. Stress is really our body's way of saying, hey man, let's get ready. Let's go. Let's attack something. Let's, you know, and historically it's been so that whenever the bear came out of the woods at us, we could run, and we could run fast. We were like, ooh, you need to move because you're going to die. You're going to get eaten by this bear. But now what we do, and what we historically have done in our society, is we've tried to make everybody feel good. We've tried to make everybody live a stress-free life because we think that's what causes all the problems. The problem comes because we don't utilize the stress. The problem comes because we don't engage. We don't move. We get the stress build up, and then we go, oh, I just need to sit still. I need to calm down. But we still have the stress level in our body, and we don't engage in the activity. Our body's saying, let's go to the edge. Let's live on the edge. Let's do something different that we've never done before so we can be something that we've never been before. And then we just sit there. We go, ooh. And so the stress level, we think the stress level is bad, so therefore the stress level is bad. This is just one thing that we've talked about. It's really interesting to me to see how this plays into people's comfort zones and how it plays into the reality of you hitting your dreams. You were designed, you were built, and you were put together for the purpose of achieving whatever's in your blank, for the purpose of achieving your brain. Your brain is designed to dream a dream, and then go over in the left side of your brain is designed, right side of your brain, dream a dream, experience life, what can I do? Left side of your brain is responsible for categorizing and putting that together. And there's some limitations that your left side of your brain puts on you sometimes, and it prevents you from moving forward because of past experiences. And so I just want to encourage you, I want to congratulate you again for taking 5, 6, 7 minutes, however long this video was or is, and investing that in yourself. Let me just, again, if you have any interest in the Crusher course at all, in the Objection Crusher training series, just go to objectioncrusher.com. You can download some free content, get some free information, be a crusher, do the work. We'll see you later.